Hey traders from around the world, it's your boy Jeremy Alexander Newsome with your Friday real life stock review. Fair warning, this one's a long one, mostly because at the end I'm doing the 55 burpees since May is Health and Wellness Month, and I hope you are all doing this challenge along with me. So the SPY, we are breaking and have broken out of this triangle. The biggest thing to take away was a drawing that I did yesterday where I kind of come up with three scenarios, I think, that happen on the SPY. And, everyone sees this triangle. Everyone is playing this triangle. So the big question simply becomes, how does it break out, retest, and what happens from here? So this drawing was some analysis I did in the afternoon room yesterday. And with the breakout, blue makes sense. Obviously, that's best case scenario. And I say it's a 35% chance of happening. The reason that blue would be interesting is because a lot of people won't expect the market to just rocket forward in May. And a lot of people won't expect the market to just break out of that triangle and just surge. So that would trap a lot of people. Pink is obviously worst case scenario where the breakout just totally gets wrecked and we trade down lower, make lower lows, and then we go higher. And then of course green just more or less shows an ugly breakout. We do retest, we get a lot of choppiness, but we go higher. So as I've been mentioning for the last few months, it's not if, but when the markets go higher, in my personal opinion. So realistically, I would love the breakout, nice little retest gaps that are coming in here. You can see your exponential moving averages are crossing bullish, and you have yourself a little bit of a double bottom type of pattern. So buy the dip on the SPY, looks good, bullish to neutral. Congratulations for everyone rocking it out. Here's the Qs, which will be making new all-time highs before too long. And likely we'll be filling this gap that created the island reversal pattern back here on the Qs. So that'll be happening more or less pretty soon. We never actually bounce off the 200 on the Q, so we just continue to make higher lows and higher highs. So all of this is a nice, healthy distribution phase, which seems to me that we're going to break out bullish. Here's the IWM, and the IWM today also you can see is just kind of pressing against that resistance. Very nice higher low, very nice relative high, and that's also building an ascending channel triangle, which eventually should be breaking out higher, where we continue to see the markets move higher. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. So let me look at some of the day trades that I placed today. Today was a really good one. Fantastic trading opportunities out there in the market, and some of the ones I missed by a few pennies. We're going to talk about that in just a second. The first trade that I missed was Casa. Mi Casa y Su Casa, ticker symbol CSAA, and boy oh boy, this was a beautiful gap. So look at this thing, gapping down. So if I zoom in here, you'll notice a little bit of a stair-step pennant pattern going on right there. You gap down below all those wicks. This was just a good gap, one that I was watching, and set this one up. Here's the 5-minute chart, and realistically, I loved so much this first 5-minute candle. The second candle had the equal lows right here. And when it was rolling over, I should have gotten in bearish right there, obviously the evening star reversal. But when it rolled over, I had 5 black candles in a row, which means I'm not going to take the breakout. And when this hammer came in, all right, very obvious hammer out of support. So that setup is easy, right? Get in below here with a stop right about there. Easy 2-hour trade. Well, set that up, got skipped, and did not get filled by that upper shadow. And then I canceled the trade and forget exactly what happened, but I just simply did not take this pre-market low retest. So a bunch of black candles, retested low of the day. That would have been a short. My stop would have been above here. That would have been another 2R. So I missed 2Rs on that one twice. So that was ticker symbol CASA. Now this is the setup. Let me post this one really quick. So this particular setup is on XON, and this is the one that we did get triggered into. Got triggered into this by a penny. So this is the exact setup that before it actually triggered. Let's go look at that gap, and this is a fantastic gap. XON, I mean, really, really beautiful. I did apparently exit a little bit too early, but it was a fantastic gap, right? A lot of bulls. Nice lower shadows in here, bunch of lower shadows, very easy to spot, support, just gapping, small gap right below that support. That was my favorite gap of the morning. Here's the 5-minute chart. And once I took out this candle, these bullish candles here on the 5-minute, broke lower. I shorted half an R on a retest because it was very spready and very wild this morning. And I exited here at 1630. So I got out a little bit too early. Did make 0.7 Rs on the trade, but had I just left it alone or added to the trade. So I played that one okay. This was a really good low of the day break. So good bullish hammer, good bullish volume spike, nice low of the day break. So that was very, very pretty on XON. Didn't take the low of the day break, and I couldn't have even if I wanted to, because my plan says if I win on a trade bullish, I can't take that trade a second time the same day. Now, here's the one that will really make you cringe, and then I have one loser to show you. So this was another one that I lost on. So this was Thomson Reuters Company, ticker symbol TRI, and this was the setup, 37.58 by 38.02. So this was a bearish stop limit. So if I go over here to TRI, here's the daily chart on TRI, and what a just an obvious bearish gap and go. So nice. I mean, Ferdinand the Blind, one-winged pigeon could have played this one. Good one white soldier candle just right below support. So if we hop in here to the 5-minute chart, here's the 5-minute, and had I done a stop market on this, I would have gotten filled, obviously. But here is the entry. So what's going to have to happen is I'm going to pop in here to a 1-minute chart, and then you'll feel my pain. So here's the 1 minutos time frame on ticker symbol TRI. Turn off those moving averages. And obviously, I mean, you can see this pattern. I mean, this is so easy. So entry was right there, stop was right there, and the wick of that candle, 1 penny away from our trigger. Would have been a really good trade, missed it by a cent. So those were the 2 misses on TRI, and so here's the TRI. So this was a setup right before the market happened. Yeah, anyway. So, did take another trade on IQ at one point. This was my loser. So, one-on-one trade, lost on one trade. Break even for the day, missed 2 really nice ones. IQ, fantastic breakout, very nice double bottom. Keep your eyes on this one to continue higher. Had an obvious gap right there, another continuation yesterday. Big double bottom, big breakout with volume, nice little retest. Expecting this one to retest and then continue higher. Not to brag or anything, but we did post the IPO article that night right there, Tuesday night. So if you read it, you got a chance to hop in. In fact, that article, let me just hop over to the website, reallifetrading.com, and scroll down to that IPO. Here we go. So clicking on that article and scrolling down, and I was talking about, again, as I was mentioning, the cool news is it's repeating the exact same setup. So I was talking about that I played this trade once, right? And this is how I traded it. So these 3 charts, and then you can click on this, and that was the exact same setup, 1655 by 1525, right? Back in early on May. So bottom line, free article, you know, sent it to everybody. So I'm pretty sure a lot of you are just absolutely wrecking IQ right now. And if you're not, maybe you should check out articles. So anyway, the low of today was 20. Here's the 5-minute chart. It was a bullish retest gap. It wasn't the best one, but when I played this one, let me move this over here. All right, so I played this one with I want to close above this resistance, right? Like a little bit of a double bottom. It closed, and I bought the retest, and my stop was way down here. So once it ended up breaking down, obviously it didn't work. I moved my stop up, got stopped out for a small loss, less than R, and that's pretty much it. So let's go look at some stocks that were requested. Here's JD.com. Hi, my name's JD with JD.com. And did I delete my lines on this one? Looks like I did. Oh well, I can draw new ones. So here is the weekly chart on the long-term moving averages, and the 100 is the thing that is propping up JD.com just a bit. You can see some relatively decent support resistance right around this 35.74 area. And I really do think this is going to pop. This could easily be a bear flag where we roll over and trade into 31. That is possible. Or it's just the initial stages of a bounce. We're going to find out next week. But here is the pennant pattern right there. The last 3 days, this thing is ready to spring forth. And if it does spring forth bullish, then congratulations all around. We had 2 really good winners back to back for the weekly options newsletter. Here's the weekly options newsletter right here under premium, and this is the some option trade setups. So here's 3M, and let me kind of just hop into that article really quick. Let me log into my account, and that way you can kind of see the setup for those who don't access it. You can kind of get an idea of what it looks like. But click on weekly options, hop over here to the one from last week. Gonna just scroll down. So this is us talking about, okay, here it is, buy to open 197.50 calls on 3M. And it posted an hourly and a daily chart. So here's the hourly chart. Posted the bullish divergence. So again, this is back on May 1st. Bullish divergence, you know, looked really good there. And then we posted the daily chart. So here's the daily chart on that. And kind of mentioned, hey, this is a retest gap, let it retest. And you had a nice little hammer with volume. So that was really the setup on 3M, and that's exactly what it did. Beautiful move. So shout outs to Serenity, shout outs to my good buddy Fabian down there in Miami. A lot of traders just getting about 200–300% return on that particular option trade. Really, really nice move. Gorgeous analysis. Beautiful, beautiful setup. And then last week, well, actually, sorry, last week, Tuesday, as in like, you know, this Tuesday, here's the setup on May the 8th. So today's May the 11th. May the 8th, I posted this setup on Micron Technology, and this was a stop limit buy of 148, looking at buying calls, and this was the hourly chart, and simply on MU was looking for this, this, and this to kind of break out and continue. Now, granted, some traders did get skipped on 3M, and some traders did get skipped on Micron. That's just the story with options sometimes. There's really not much you can do about it. But, you know, some traders definitely got filled on both. A lot of traders got filled on MU, and here's the daily chart. So a lot of traders got filled on the open of Wednesday's candle, and by Thursday, traders either got an R, R&a-half, and by the end of the day yesterday, I mean, you're looking at 3–4 Rs on that particular trade. So really, really good stuff on Micron. So those are the weekly option newsletter setups. Just the last 2 weeks, hit some good winners, and yeah, pretty nice stuff. Last but not least, the only other request is Budweiser. I got a buddy named Ron who has a 97.50 put sale expiring next week. What's interesting about Budweiser, this is a longer term stock for me, longer term investment, hitting the 100 simple on a monthly chart. So keep your eyes on Budweiser to potentially bounce down here. I'm not saying it's going to, but if it does, it seems to me like this is absolutely the location of which it would do so. Right, you're in a little bit of a distribution phase, making lower, something like that. So keep your eyes on Budweiser to bounce. If it happens, it could be on Monday, Tuesday of next week. Obviously, it's a longer term stock. It does pay dividends. It'll be around for a while. So I like it long term. I got the 130 covered call on June that will expire worthless in about a month. So that's all the stocks that I got. Now let's hop over to me doing burpees for your May Health and Wellness Challenge. And thanks so much, ladies and gentlemen, for being a part of this update. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to your request for Monday's stock review. And until then, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye. Hey traders from around the world, it's me, Jeremy, for your Friday burpee set. It is the 11th of May, which means we're doing 55 burpees today. Now, we're getting into some serious cardio and some really intense burpee sessions. So for those of you who have taken this challenge and are still here, thank you. And this is now the time where you're probably gonna wanna start stretching and start drinking some water and taking some breaks in between. It's just an uphill battle from here, and only the strongest will survive, the ones who are gonna dig deepest and really push forward. So we're gonna be stretching after we do about 25 burpees today. We're gonna be doing them in 10 to 5 set increments. And again, once you get the muscles warmed up, once you get the blood going, we're gonna get a good stretch, and then we're gonna end with a good stretch, really focusing on the quads and the chest. Those are gonna be the two things that are probably the most sore for most of you. If you're back right here, I think it's called lats. If these are sore, then we'll stretch those out as well by kind of doing a little bit of a hugging motion, and that'll be a little bit later. So, long video, I know. I hope you enjoyed the stock review. Thanks so much for watching that. What I'm doing right now is actually I'm on break for the day trading room, and so I'm doing this during my break. So this can be done on a lunch break. It's a very quick, effective workout, as I've said before, and let's just go ahead and dive in. All right, that's 10. So we're gonna get our break, a real long break, well not long, but our break and our stretch break at 25. Break it up into increments. So that was 10. So that you all know, I really don't wanna do this. We're at the point where it's getting tough. I'm a little tired, had a long night last night, had some good friends over, we grilled, had a great time. Didn't get that much sleep, but push, gotta push, gotta push. Here we go, 5 more. That's 15. So remember, it doesn't matter how fast you want to get it done. It doesn't matter how fast you think you should get it done. Do you get it done, right? That's the most important part. Are you doing it? Are you achieving it? So 5 more, let's get to 20. $20. 5 more. We're gonna do a little bit of a stretch break, rest a little bit, and then go through the last 50. Halfway there, almost halfway there. 37% of the way there. Here we go. All right, that's 25. Halfway there. So, quad stretch, grab and pull. Grab and pull. You're gonna get a little bit of water break at this point. If you need it, I suggest it. So hold this quad, get a little bit of a dip for me. Okay, stretch out the other one. Try to make your heel touch your glute. I'm pretending like I know all this stuff. All right, arm stretch. Other arm. A little bit of this motion right here. So if you're doing it with me, keep it up. You're doing fantastic. Keep the same pace, because I will tell you, almost anyone out there should be able to keep this pace. I'm pretty slow. So I'm no Justin Jeffries. Okay. A little bit of water, 5 set increments until we finish. Now, it's important not to drink too much water. I know you're thirsty, just a little bit. And secondly, at the end of our burpee set, we're gonna do a stretch and some water again. So now, in my mind, what I do is I just restart the count. So we did 25, now we're gonna do 30. That's 55. Here we go. $25 left. 5 sets of 5. Easy math. Small, continuous improvement. I'm feeling good. Let's do another one. 5 sets of 5 left. Think about that. 5 and 5. Easy numbers. Five sets of 4 remaining. We got this, we're doing good. Thanks for filming, babe. 5 sets of 4. That's it, and you're done for today. And then tomorrow we got 60. Okay. Now, the reason I'm walking around, don't stop. Keep the blood pressure up. High interval intense training. HIIT.
I think that's the abbreviation. 5 sets of 4. Five sets of 3. 3 more. You guys got this. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good. Remember, it's okay to take deep breaths. It's okay to feel out of breath. Are you breathing good? Is it measured? Is it concentrated? Are you feeling all right? Slow and steady, baby. Slow and steady wins the race. 3 more sets of 5. Legs are starting to burn. It's good. 5 more sets of 2. We're doing great. 10 more burpees. Now, what I'm gonna do here is mean. It's cruel. This is why Ashley doesn't like working out with me. We're gonna do all 10 right now. I'm not gonna stop. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna be brutal. But if you're watching this video still and you're with me, push forward. Here we go, to exhaustion. 10 burpees, 55 total. Five left. You got this. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. 2 more. 1 more. 55. All right, now we stretch and get some more water. Same thing, deep quad stretch, really deep. Take that knee and go back as far as you can. Pull that heel to your butt. Hold on to something if you need to. This is our mailbox, obviously. Really good quad stretch. Left leg. Now try to bend the other leg a little bit. Okay. Arms touch. Nice wide extension. Make sure you get some water. From here on out, it doesn't get easier. But are you able to finish? The answer is yes. I'll see you later.